All right, and here she is, Amy Lee from Evanescence. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
So, what's new?
What's new?
What's new?
Tons. We've been touring like crazy. We just started touring like 3 days ago on this Canadian tour, and it's big and awesome. It's in these like huge arenas, and it snows on stage. That's the big secret, but it's not a secret anymore.
It snows on stage?
It snows because there's not enough snow out here.
There's no snow out here.
We're bringing the show indoors. Well, the snow indoors to the show.
I think somebody should have told you that we don't really like the snow in Canada. At least not that
That's
much.
why I come here.
Fair enough. First time we talked was just before the Daredevil soundtrack came out. Your record hadn't even come out yet.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, and it's so much. We're talking Grammys and millions of record sales, and friends leaving the band, new guys coming in, illness, everything. Like it's been quite a story for you. Are you the kind of person who could sit back and look at what's happening to your band and you?
Yeah, it's funny though, like when you pile it all together like that, it sounds impossible to handle, but you know, it's been a lot of years and it's just life. I mean, things happen. Keeping a band together is it's weird. It's like a family, you know, and things change and evolve and you have to love each other and grow together. And I feel like with all the challenges with Terry's stroke and Ben leaving the band and all those things have made us stronger as a core. Terry's doing really great, and I don't know, that was a big wake-up call for us. I feel like we all value our lives a little more.
Yeah, and for people who don't know the story, Terry comes in the band, who was in another great band before, they're called Cold, and suffers a stroke, and he's a young man.
Yes.
And as you were saying before, he has to relearn a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of had to start from the beginning because we just finished recording all the guitar tracks like 2 days before he had the stroke, which is a weird, crazy, I don't know, miracle. But yeah, I had the stroke, and when he first woke up out of it, I mean, we were all just happy he was alive, but he was paralyzed on one side and just went to rehab for like a year, just like rehabilitating his arm and relearning guitar basically. And from then to like, I don't know, October, just a couple of months ago, had come so far. Like the doctors wanted to start documenting his brain activity or whatever because it wasn't normal, like how determined and stubborn like he is and how far he's come, because they really didn't have faith that he would play guitar again. And he's totally playing and touring, and I mean, every day he's getting better, but he's there.
You know, most bands get to a certain stage of their career, and the impression that is left is that it's easy street. We're doing all right. We show up and play the gigs.
Yeah.
What does that do inside your band when you go, oh, wait a minute, there is this thing called life?
Where's Easy Street?
I'd like to be on Easy Street.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, I don't know if there's any such thing. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be just life, you know, drama and whatever else, but there's a lot of good times too.
Are you good with it? Can you handle drama all right these days?
I think so. I think actually I've had a lot more drama in the earlier part of my life, and now it definitely feels a little more evened out, probably just because I don't get so upset. Like you get to the point where you see a lot and just kind of go, oh, another emergency, whatever. We'll handle it. I've seen worse. So I just don't get as upset anymore, and that's a great thing because, you know, usually, I don't know, it's not an emergency after all. But
probably easier on the band
it's
too.
just a crazy life, like the whole record industry thing, like everything's an emergency. And you have to learn that, you know, you just have to be cool, make music.
I don't want a comparison because I don't think that's the appropriate word, but I want a sort of a perspective on writing with Ben versus writing with Terry in this kind. And because you and Ben had so much history when the first record came out, and there was all the stuff about you guys, to being in this position now.
Yeah.
And how different is that?
The feeling then and the feeling now, it's totally different. I feel like the writing process was totally different, actually, because Ben and I both had really just strong-willed, clear visions, and they weren't exactly the same of what we wanted for the band.
And if you don't know, Ben left under odd circumstances. Just one night in a hotel, he was gone?
Tour. Yes, he just left.
Your manager called you and said, Ben's gone?
He said, Ben's gonna leave, please go to his hotel room and beg him to stay.
Did you go?
No. It was the best. I told him, I was like, this is the best thing that could happen to us. He was miserable. He didn't want to be there.
Right.
So it was a good thing that he left. It was just weird timing.
We're joking before, and I look at this on the album cover. You're showing a little skin here, this character, and you actually don't show nearly as much skin as you would think someone would pressure you to. That's what's rare about the way you present yourself.
Thanks.
Is that I didn't say it was good.
I said to his stylist the other day, she had this really cool dress that she wanted me to wear. I was like, nah, I can't wear this. Looks really good, but I can't wear it. She's like, why? And I was like, what you don't understand is the more skin I show, the less people think I write my own songs. And she was like, what?
But that's
exactly how I feel about it. It's like, not only do I not want to do it, you know, for me, just because I want to keep some things to myself, but also just, I don't know, it's a respect thing. I'd rather be a musician than just I don't know. an icon or something.
You feel that way. The more skin you show, the less people think you write your song. Does the audience present that to you?
I just think that's the way the industry is. That's kind of my view. As horrible and judgmental as it is, it's kind of true.
What kind of letters do you get from fans? From young girls?
From young girls?
Yeah.
All kinds. A lot of people want to share their experiences with me, especially the things that have been hard for them, and just vent stuff and get it off their chest. So it's like writing to a Dear Abby or whatever, which is cool, but at the same time, sometimes it's a little like, oh, this is a lot to handle, you know, some of it's really, really hard. But I feel like they're all my little sisters. I'm the oldest in my family, and I've got 2 younger sisters who are teenagers, and I love them, and I always take that role, you know. So it's cool playing to the crowd because them, and a lot of it just feels like I'm playing to my peers, like I've been there, been there, you're just like me.
But do their letters and the relationship that you have with them affect the way you do what you do, how you present yourself?
It just makes me realize how sensitive they are, and that it is kind of important what I do and the way I do it, and I'm doing this for me, I really am, but at the same time I'm doing it for them, not just the girls, but all the fans. It's cool. I don't know, I feel like it's me being able to go back in time to myself as a teenager when I was having a really hard time and make it a little bit better.
Who'd you listen to when you did?
Bjork. A lot, because she was just really creative and inspiring. I loved Soundgarden, I loved Nine Inch Nails, I really loved Nirvana a lot.
What do you say about hard time? What do you mean?
Hard time?
When you go back, yeah.
High school is impossible. I mean, isn't high school horrible? Sorry, but I don't mean school, I don't mean trying to learn, like, yeah, that's cool, stay in school, but like, I don't know, people are mean in high school. Like, it's just hard. Everybody's so hard on you and judgmental, and everything's not good enough, and it's like, a lot of people don't realize, I think most people in high school, whatever, don't realize that there's another world out there beyond high school that's way better, and it does get better, but you don't know because you haven't been there.
I've always thought when people say high school is the best time of your life, or said by people who hate their lives now.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Amy. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Amy Lee from Evanescence, everybody.
Thanks,
When the hour returns.